I imagine at one time or another we all have those opportunities to sort of look back, reflect on where we're heading in our lives, what's going on right now, where we want to head. For me, one of the most important, if not the single most important of those milestones is a wedding anniversary. Anne and I, in the last week, have observed our 46th. It's a long time, I suppose, by especially by today's standard. But to us, the time has flown by. Has every moment been perfect? Of course not. Have we had conflicts? Of course we have. But we've gotten through those because of our commonalities, our faith in God, for one thing, understanding that He was the architect of our marriage. This was a covenant. And also the many blessings that He bestowed on us because we approached our marriage seriously. We truly love each other then and love each other even more now. And we took the opportunity to pause when necessary to make those course corrections that are invariably necessary during the course of a lifetime. And 46 years is over half of my life, well over half of Anne's as well. So when we look back at it, we can see that we made a commitment to each other and invested our very lives in that commitment and have been well rewarded for what we have done. In partnership with God, we brought into the world four children and raised them to responsible, successful, happy adulthood. They in turn have found their own relationships, their own marriages, and that allowed us to double the size of our family with a new source of love and respect in those circles. I hope that our children look to us favorably when they're going through the challenges of their own marriages. I hope that's true of all of those people that I'm close to and that Anne is close to. Again, we don't have the magic potion or the magic formula for success in marriage. But, well, maybe we do actually, and it's very simple. It's fundamental. It is founded on love, primarily, respect, primarily, relationship with God, primarily. Again, in our way of living, God has been the architect of our happiness and also there for us in those times of difficulty. We certainly have found out over the last couple of years what it means when they say in sickness and in health. Anne's cancer and now mine have both challenged us in ways that make us question sometimes our futures in terms of one of us being alone. We cannot deal with those uncertainties without a strong basis of faith and love for one another. That has certainly made it easier for both of us to cope with those medical uncertainties. As we talk here in the late spring of 2024, both of us are doing very well in that regard. Anne's cancer is completely gone. Her latest tests have affirmed that again. Mine is still there, but it's shrinking, or at least not getting any worse. And the treatments I'm receiving have left me completely normal. Watch out. As far as side effects, I haven't had any. So my life has been pretty well on an even keel that way. That's another source of gratitude, of course, but beyond that, the gentle concern that we have shown one another as we struggled with these health issues has been another way of affirming towards each other the true love that has existed since before we got married and certainly continues now 46 years later as we begin our 47th. When you have disagreements, I hope that you fight fairly. We've almost always done it that way. I'm not going to say we've been perfect at our disagreements, how we've managed our disputes, but we've been pretty good about it. When hurtful things are said, they are almost always driven by an ego that has been bruised. And when it's bruised by the person that you love most, it's tough to get past that. And in the very short term, the spontaneous reaction might be hurtful, maybe even cruel at times. A better way is to step back when things get that heated, let things cool off, and then respectfully engage to reach a reconciliation. Have I had to? Do I ever have to? Will I have to again ask for forgiveness? Yes. I think that just goes with the territory because I am far from perfect. Understanding that, though, I'm doing all I can to avoid getting into those situations where I would cause that pain and hurt. A strong relationship depends on our self-discipline, our self-control, but I think most especially the respect we show each other. That then is a manifestation of the love that really forms the foundation of our marriage. All of this in partnership with God.